Just goes to show how long my hair is getting is how long I've been waiting for this video. I need a haircut really badly. Firstly, my own opinion, obviously, it's not anything like, malicious or meant to detriment anybody else. It's just enlightening people on what is actually happening and why bigger streamers do what they do. And also, there's nothing wrong with you trying to, understand what you're actually trying to get or trying to achieve with your streaming life. We all want to become bigger streamers. We all want to be having the ideal at the end of the tunnel where you've got a full-time job with it as a content creator. You want to be doing YouTube videos full-time. You want to be doing the Twitch streaming full-time. You want to be helping other people out because you're in that position that you can help a lot of people out. Influencer is another word for it. I don't like using that word because I don't like to think that I am telling people what to do, but you guys are watching the video, you guys can say that I'm a sort of an influencer. I do apologise for any banging. There's some work going on next door, which is annoying, but it is what it is. I'm trying to help you guys out. There's nothing wrong with doing it. Don't go after them just because they're trying to help you and you aren't seeing growth, you aren't seeing what's happening. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. Some people's journeys don't take off. Some people's just lie flat. They just keep on going the same way. They grow slowly. That upward trend doesn't really go exponential. It only just goes up as a constant rate. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. However, first thing I wanted to say really is that bigger streamers who are trying to help you guys will tell you words that you want to hear. They will tell you that you can become successful. They will tell you that you can, using their stuff, you will grow. Because if they didn't say that, then why would you come and tune into them? Why would they need to grow? They need to succeed on Twitch. They are succeeding on Twitch because they are telling people what they want to hear. A lot of it's truth, but a lot of it is maybe pandering around the idea that you will become successful. If you don't become successful, you shouldn't expect it. It's never expected. It should always be appreciated. But yeah, they'll try and make it sound like it's an easy process, because if it was easy, everybody would know. Everybody would be famous. Everybody would be a big Twitch streamer. It is not easy. It was something that even Harris was touching upon, that something like 0.03% of streamers can do it full time. Some people do it full time and don't make it succeed. They have to go and take a second job out. It is a bit of a difficult one to touch on because a lot of people want to make this big thing, this big streaming, a reality. If they tell you that you can do it, you can do it. But you can and you will is two different words. It will also mean that if you are listening to them and you want to go and do it, you start learning how to stream. You don't know how to do what they do. You pop into their stream to ask them questions. Another viewer. If that's going to 10 people, that could be one extra person in their streams. If it goes out to 100 people, if you're getting up to 200,000 people, that means that it's 1,000 people a stream. Not mentioning any names. Because they are so helpful and because they are telling you that you can do it, means that they are more likely to grow. And without you going into the streams to go and ask some questions, there wouldn't be anyone going into the streams. I mean, if they become if they are the people who are synonymous with being big, again naming no names, then if you need that help, you will always go to them, which is why they are so big. They'll also try and give you other free items to use during your streams, be it music, overlays, widgets, you name it, sound options. They'll try and give you something for free, because if you give them something for free, even though a lot of people do like free stuff and they will just take it for free, some people will be appreciative of that, so they will either give you time, money, help back, promote other promotion soft. Like, for example, someone, again naming no names, has got a massive list of free music software. Now, whenever you go into someone's stream and you say, what music can I use without being DMCA striked? Well, there's only really like 3 options. And that's one, to use a list of stuff that somebody's made, which is DMCA which has got no DMCA on it, which is one of 2 choices. One of them is one streamer, and one of them is a set of YouTubers who have decided to make their software un-DMCA striked. Second of all is to pay another software to use. A lot of people are trying to save money in this profession, so they don't want to be spending money willy-nilly. Am I allowed to say that? Frivolously. At least that's one. Or thirdly is to make their own music, and I can't do it. A lot of people can't do it. It also means that you sort of get a bit of loyalty. If you've used someone's piece of equipment, some people don't have any problem going back, but some people want to reward them, so you would create that loyal people to go back into your stream and to go and chat about it, and possibly even once you taught it, they may even give stuff into that community back. And when you're giving stuff back to that community, that's a self-sustaining circle. You don't have to produce any more stuff. They're all producing stuff for their own community, your own community. They'll always try and help you out, whether that be sending it on to the right people, trying to solve it, give you helpful hints, tips, and things like that. But remember, it's because they are helpful that you're more likely to go back, and because they're helpful to everybody, people will start to come back to those streams. I mean, does it mean that you should not be nice to people? Does it mean that you should say, no, I'm not going to use their stuff? Of course not. Just be aware that it's not because it's you, it's because they want to see that growth. A lot of the bigger people have got hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people following them. Do they remember everybody's names? No. Do they remember some people's names? Sure, because they're gonna remember the people who stand out to them. But when you're smaller, if you're going to be going in there because you think that they are personable, it's probably not because it's personable to you, it's just because they are a personable person. This is getting a bit too deep. Anyway, does that mean that you should stop following them and stop watching their streams? Of course not. If you enjoy their streams, go back into it. If you're going to go back into if you enjoy watching them, you're going to be enjoying it, so you're going to be going back in there. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't listen to their advice either. It doesn't mean that you won't be successful. Some people will be. Some people will be able to make this into a full-time career. Some people will be able to blow up and become massive YouTubers, Twitch streamers, rivaling Tim the Tatman, Ninja, Shroud. I'm allowed to say those names, aren't I? It's just Dr. D. What I would always try and encourage is that don't mean that if you don't listen to their advice, it doesn't mean that you will not become successful. And if you listen to their advice, you will become successful. The other thing that I always try and encourage is that try and define your version of success. If your success is something that you can't control, you are defining something you will never be successful in my mind, because that successful gatepost will always be moving. But if you can make something which is successful, which means that you will be successful by affecting other people, you'll be making them happier, you'll be making them more fulfilled with their lives. You can do that small basis, and you can define yourself as being successful by making someone happy every single day. I mean, some people don't like this will probably not like this video. I'll probably get a lot of dislikes for it because it's someone going after the big guy. I mean, I'm not. I'm just saying that just realise that that's what they're trying to do, is to try and they're very good at what they do. They try and bring people in. That's why they're big. I'm not the best at doing it. I don't think I'll ever be big at it, but who knows? Problem is that I'm quite an honest person. So, which is sort of why I wanted to do the video. As an overview for this, bigger streamers will always try and make you happy as possible and try and bring you into their community. But they don't tell you this because if you do, you might get offended by it. But does that mean that you should stop watching them? No. Bit of a weird one for that ending. If you want to talk more about this, discuss it, have any more advice, just remember that I do stream Monday, Wednesday, Fridays and Saturday, 7 PM BST/GMT, whichever one it is. Yeah, I'll leave you on that note. Catch you then. See you next time. Peace.